this is a area of the constellation Lyra. Taken it in the 31st of the May, around 3:41. A cropped area of the constellation Lyra. Tries to see that stars down to magnitude 8 are visible, and even some variable stars, XY Lyra and R Lyra. I wonder if I can use the Tiny1 for measuring the magnitude of the variable stars. I was able to turn off the infrared filter so it picks up all the reds. And these reds are these two red giants. I wonder if I can use this for measuring the magnitude of the variable stars. Anybody know what we can do with this? It's very interesting. Okay, like many of the amateur astronomers, I'm using Burnham Celestial Handbook for many years, many decades actually, I can tell you. I have the Sky Atlas 2000 and also this Pocket Sky Atlas by Scan Telescope. This handy is smaller, can use it easier. And today, because I was using the Tiny1 astrophotographic camera, and I noticed that my picture by the Tiny1 has actually recorded several variable stars in the constellation of Vega, XY Lyra and R Lyra, quite brighter than what they should actually be. I have turned off the infrared filter in that. That's amazing capability function in this camera. And probably that's one of the reasons that they're brighter. They're as bright as Vega, or they're slightly less brighter. Vega is magnitude 0, magnitude 1. And these ones are actually magnitude 2, as if. They are red giants, so I wonder if it's because it was sensitive. The sensor, CMOS sensor, was too sensitive. Picked it up because I've turned off the infrared IR filter. So anyway, I'm just thinking about that this Burnham Celestial Handbook is not enough for me. I looked online, I couldn't find much information about this two stars. A little bit here and there, but not to the depth. And I'm wondering if I can find in this the Skynet Observer's Guide. It's a 4-volume, and I bought it. This volume, which is volume 2, Spring and Summer, I never opened it. It was during the autumn winter about this actually, so I didn't use this one. It is yet packed, so I'm going to open it and just see what can I find about this. It's practically unboxing of this Skynet Observer's Guide. It's an ultimate guide for the amateur astronomers, and is by George Robert Keppel and Glenn W. Sanner. And I bought it quite at a good price. Let us open it, unbox it. Okay, so I'm removing the packaging. Well packed. And I'm interested to see the constellation Lyra and these two stars that I was able to observe. Let me remove all of this. I need 2 hands to do this. Well packed book actually. This is one of those books that when you read it, you wish that you have written it yourself. It's a kind of feeling of envy and praise at the same time. Okay, now I'm going to open it. Oh, interesting. 2 star charts. There is 1 volume of this for the southern sky, so really Wilman Bell, which is a publisher specializing in astronomy books, Virginia, USA, is published in 2014. It's the ultimate guide, I'm telling you. And I'm now going to see where I can find about the Lyra. Lopus Lyra, overview, interesting stars, and deep sky objects. So I'm going to 271, page 271. Okay, look, we are here, the Lyra. Of course, epsilon and this thing, everybody does that with their telescopes. Test for the resolving power of your telescope. But I'm after this variable star, XY Lyra, and magnitude maximum 7.3, 7.8. In my picture, that's brighter than this. So and R-Lyra, 13R-Lyra, 3.85. So in my picture, this is brighter than 3.8. 3.8 is almost 4, magnitude 4. In my picture, this is magnitude 2 probably. Is it because that I've turned off the infrared filter? And because this is a red giant, practically it has been leaving a bigger circle on the sensor. Interesting. Anyway, this book is the ultimate guide. If you're an amateur astronomer, you have to have this book. And this volume, which is volume 2, is 504 pages. I recommend everyone, if you're serious about astronomy, this is the book you need. And I'm not getting serious because I'm now seeing that this Tiny1 camera is doing an amazing job. I live in a relatively dark area, but that sensor, CMOS sensor of this, when I turn off the infrared filter, is so sensitive. It shows my sky is actually brighter because we have some towns around here. So, and I wonder if I have to go to Wales really to be able to see the Milky Way in its full glory somewhere in the mountains of the Wales, or even Shropshire probably. So I'm looking forward to that. That little camera, Tiny1, has really opened my eye to new horizons. And if you don't have the Tiny1, you can go for Nano1. Nano1 is a smaller version of this Tiny1. I'm really getting excited. My love of astronomy is really kicking back.